Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Cities Skylines, where the pond thing is gonna happen. Yes, the pond thing is gonna happen. Oh no! I'm no longer the second largest stream. Not because we've shrunk, we've actually got bigger, but because someone else has actually started streaming who probably has more fans than me. Probably better than me. You should probably go and watch. God, that's looking scary. Guys, I think we're about to burst. I think we're about to burst. Come on, grow! We only need 20 more people to try and escape! Grow! Grow, goddammit! Pondocalypse. Yes. Come on, please grow! Oh no, the war's coming! Way! Congratulations! For the love of God, pause! We did hopefully saved up a little bit of money. Alright, city planning. Free public transport, lots of types of roads. Alright, be paused. Be paused, for the love of God, be paused. Let's buy some land. No, let's buy some land. You. And you. Now, with the money that I have, that looks like it might be highway access. It's an interesting way of doing it. Yeah, this is highway access, I think. Can I build highway at all? I can. On that case, we want a nice freeform highway in between these. There we go. And we've got 30 grand to try and move the everything. Pro Canada, don't worry. Canadaville Lake is growing. It's being filled with poop, so it has to grow. But now we need to... Alright, so let's try for industrial off this bit here. And what's going to be the best way to try and cram the most in? I don't know what would be the best way, but I know what I want to do for it to look reasonably nice. And that's use these curves. I'm not using curves because I'm going to mess up curves too badly. Sorry guys, I set up with the best intentions in the world. I just fail repeatedly. Snap on. It snaps on, but there's no guy to go by. So let's get our first... Our first road placed. And this is now what we work to. Do you avoid traffic lights still? You do. So let's just use that as the main road. A lovely highway for a main road, because, you know, why not? Build that out as far until we get to a... You know, bad extra pricing. Right, how many lines are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need at least 5 lines of this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and this should be 5. High density would be lovely. And basically my entire 30 grand has been spent on roads. Yes, I'm clever. Guys, the timer wasn't going. Where was my shouts for timer? It's on the screen. You guys said you would help. Nick kills me all the time and calls me names, so I just respond. I don't believe I've ever actively killed you. Okay, I should have enough. Can I? Okay, click out of here. Industrial. That's a start for industrial. Commercial. Let's do a bit of a box shading. Ah, crap. And I'm going to need new names for these new regions, guys. Commercial, that's our start for commercial. So same rules as before. Shout out if you want it. If one of the moderators who can be unbiased, please, can let me know who gets what. Connect the new city with the old. But it is literally about to be completely flooded and killed. I'm pretty sure that's like... There's mere seconds left. And to build the road is going to cost me... To connect up would be like 20 to 30 grand. I don't think we have it. It looks like Matt was residents. Unbiased mods, do they exist? But water is definitely Lake Canadaville. Right, well, Matt called residents first. Queb. Queb, do you want industrial or commercial? Because they're available. So that's basically the area for industrial. Let's get them zoned out so we can see what's going on. Now I need to start moving things over so that we'll have stuff over there. So how much is it going to cost to move things? Did I not even have enough money to move it? Oh no, open budget panel, yeah. Relocate. Is it worth it connecting the power up temporarily? I don't think it is for 8 grand. Okay, Matt, pick your name for the residential. Quibblefan, pick your name for the commercial. And Blazebuzz. I can't even see. Tristan, you're saying you're not someone? I can't find who that person is. Elzebub. Yeah. Power, that's not going to be enough. They're going to complain about power now that I moved that. Are they going to complain about power? I think temporarily then what we do... Actually, power still seems to be fine, but it's disconnected power grid, so I didn't expect... Oh, yeah, it's not working fine. That's, yeah, good. I was like, it seems to be working okay. Let's, for the time being, open budget panel, and just crank for power. So I'm pretty sure death is coming. I probably moved a little bit too quickly. But I wanted to start getting some people to move out over here. So let's start by dezoning some of this that isn't already being built on. so that they will grow up in the new area instead of in this old area. No room for you guys at the inn anymore. Look, I need you in the new area, not this old one. You're gonna die here, and I don't care for you. Right, power should be fine. Apparently it's not. Oh, here comes the water. I did call it. And I've lost track of what people were saying about the name, so in between the episodes, give me a proper shout, guys, and I'll get it sorted. And do we have the money to start moving things? No, we got a little bit of business grown up here. Right, so let's move a few important things. What are we going to need over there? We're going to need water, but I don't know what to do about water. I think we'll wait until we get settled over there, with the new flood level to figure out what's going on with the water. But I'm pretty sure we can move things like... If we move the parks, that should encourage them to build in the new area. So let's move you. Where are we building? We're building over here. One park. Yeah, they're all disgruntled with me. Where's the other one? Didn't I build a second park? Oh, there it is. Good. And that's going to cover both of them. They're probably going to complain about power, but we'll deal with that later. So they have power. The school. Well, I guess, yeah, we move a medical building. Oh, that's not going to work well. It's a one-way road, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to need to put in our own little two-ways. And I've run out of money. Because the main road in town was a one-way. Yeah, that's not going to work well. You guys need power. Not enough money. I'm soon about to have no income. Can you guys please... Like, please move. Like, move up here. Please. Or I'm going to have all these buildings and no sodding income. Guys, for the love of God. Let's get some basic power lines down to hopefully spread the power a little bit. And remove them as soon as we can. Oh yeah, things up here are going to complain about water. Now water, I'm going to need money to build the water. Oh no, I guess we just move one of you. You guys need water? Well, we need water here. Now for water pipes, let's not have any money to build water pipes. Yay! Perfect. Exactly what we was wanting. Guys, pay your taxes and everything so we can get this stuff placed, so we can get you moved safely. Please. I want to be helpfuls. The water's coming. Guys, I need to get your new home set up, please. The water's coming, it is wet and scary. Okay? That's the new motto of the town. Take a loan. That's not a terrible idea. Let's start with a little 5k loan. Hopefully I won't need anything. And now I can... Yeah. Now we can, with a little bit of safety, get the basics built. There we go, so that's that. Now power. Okay, power is actually starting to connect. But we do need to build and connect up the water. Poop's going to be a problem. I don't know where we're going to be putting the poop. Wait, are them... Are they water breaks? Does that mean I could build on this bit safely? Hadn't noticed them. And still, we wouldn't really want to do that, but let's get everything else moved to try and discourage them from living over here. A firehouse. Relocate building. Okay, you can access just about everything from there. Yeah, you can be upset. You're about to be squished by water. Drugstore. Okay, let's just do it this way. Sure, I can figure out what buildings need to be moved by that. The power plant, eventually. The water pumps and everything, most likely. There's a temporary solution for poop. How much does that cost? All my monies. No, I'm not doing a temporary solution for poop that way. Garbage, I'm probably just going to build a new one because that landfill's already getting full. It's not that bad, actually. Oh, I can't move you because you're not empty. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to just build a new landfill. Healthcare's been moved, fire's been moved, police. Move. Education. Oh, it's police. Education. We only had the elementary school, but let's move it again. And let's get that one last chunk of road over here. There we go. So education's done. All the parks were moved over. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Emmy plus Tristan equals idiot. Quite likely. I think you could pump poop into the giant lake. I think that's what we're going to have to do. But... Scary water. I know this water's been flowing down at us for a long time. The fluid dynamics is a little bit treacly in this game. If you look, it's even getting filled up there. That looks like it might actually plump over the top of that as well. And you do need poop badly. Is there anywhere like up here that I can place it? Because it already needs to be on the water's edge. I think I am going to have to run that stupidly long pipe. Really, that can run straight up like that? Not enough money. As a temporary solution, I'm going to have to run that pipe, because until the water's actually flooded up quite high here, I'm not going to be able to build them. The water's coming. The water's coming. It's wet and full of terrors. Come on. Pipe. Do I just take out the other loan? It's gonna really hurt my ability to make money in the long run, though. Okay, but they now have sewerage. You should have power. Wasn't there a coal power plant up here? Operating normally, yeah. Electricity availability is fine. Let's turn down the budget, actually, for power. And move that power plant. Where is it? It's over here. Oh no, I guess we leave that as long as we can. It's making me money. Even if it's about to die. Poor little peoples. Why was Lake Canada's message deleted? Oh. Harbinger, don't do that. Sorry, Pro Canada, hopefully you're still here. I haven't quite got Harbinger set up as I would like. That's not what I would consider a bannable offence. I don't really know how to set him up. Ivano was looking into it. But yeah, all of that, yeah, as soon as that was flooded, it stopped working. So we might as well move you now and get you over here. Help spread the power a bit more. You're not flooded. Look, you're not flooded. I think that was all the plop-able buildings. Yeah, I'm still technically paying the taxes for now. Yeah, Pro Canada, I actually had to unban you. The bot banned you. Yeah. Wall of water killing the everybodies. We got up to a nice 2.8 thousand people and I bet it's all gone. Oh god. I like how they haven't moved out, they're just complaining that they're flooded. Yeah, there's no power, they're flooded, but they're like okay with it. I really, like, it must be connected because, you know, some people have moved in. But I'm confused a little bit. And you flow that way. I think we get up onto that table there next. So 1, 2, or maybe 1, 2. Are they all the same height? They all look the same height. I'm trying to figure out what way leads to... like, higher points quicker. I think, from the looks of it, we do need to get to, like, that side of the map more than this side. They're all still here. They still technically live here. The poop doesn't have water, so you're going to be complaining about poop very shortly. A death in the elementary school. Yeah, we don't actually have death care, which is what we unlocked recently. So let's use the death care to spread the power a bit more. Do you pay maintenance for roads? I'm going to destroy all them roads to try and save money. Mermaids and mermen, yes. That's what we're going to have to become. And I've just realised I can actually cover the bit of the screen that has the timer on because it's a window capture, not a monitor capture. Or at least I hope that's the case. Does it update if I do? Yep, it still updates. But if I minimize it, does it behave? No, if I minimize it, it stops behaving. As long as it's up, it works. Cool. I guess that might be the behavior of the web page not updating when it's not on display. Right, you guys haven't complained about poops yet, but you are complaining about not enough workers. There's more than enough places for these workers to move in. I can't do anything if they're all underwater. So far, poop still apparently isn't an issue. I very much doubt that poop isn't an issue. There's nowhere that it's being put. Like, these will be wanting to be moved. I can still click on the buildings even though they're flooded. Are they still paying no, they're clearly not paying taxes. Look at the money loss. Oh, crap. Let's check out the budgets. Right, power. Almost certain that one of you... Over here. One of you can just be, completely shut down. Now... That should half the budget that we're paying there. That's so half of a 120. Water. One of you, you, move. Let's plop you there. And you'll have power, so we should be getting a lot more water now. Yeah, you are saying that you're turned off. Good. Medical can still be low. Fire. And police, actually. Education needs to be where it is, because that seems to be what makes the money. But it's power that's costing me. How much are we over on power? We're not actually over. But I guess we have to figure out whether these are going to stay. I'm hoping that this next stage gives us a lot of time. You know, because to flood this, he's obviously going to have to take a hell of a lot longer than to flood that. I hope. Yep. Canadian Ocean, I think that's a fair assumption for this now. Okay, they are moving out. There's deaths. There is one death in this entire flood. 2 deaths in this entire flood. I'm surprised there's not more. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, that is all the time that we have for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.